Welcome to my channel Focus 360. Hope you all are doing well and focusing on the upcoming exams. This video is about personality and its theories, which is very essential for any teaching related exam. I have also uploaded a video on educational psychology. You will get the link in the I button here and also in the description box. In this video, I have divided into sections. First, you are going to learn about the personality theories, and at last I will give you the MCQs from previous year's exams related to this chapter. So let's start. The word personality is derived from the Latin word persona, which means a mask. Sometimes questions are asked from which word it is derived, so you have to remember this Latin word persona. Next. Now let us start the theories. First is type theory. It is the old system of typology. Indian physicians divided into three elements: pith, bath and kapha. Now let us learn different types of type theories. First is constitutional type. It was given by Ernest Kretschmer. First element is picnic. It characterizes stocky, full-chested people. Next is asthenic. It characterizes weak, tall, sensitive and thin. It is also called leptosomic. Next is athletic. As the name suggests, it characterizes the strong. And next and the last one is dysplastic. It is a mixed type having unproportionate body. Second type is somatotype. This type was given by William Sheldon. Its elements are endomorphic, which characterizes soft and round; mesomorphic, which characterizes muscular and strong; and ectomorphic, which characterizes thin and tall. Next is Spranger's type. As the name suggests, it was given by Spranger. The categories are theoretical, economic, aesthetic, social, political, religious. Next is Jung's typology. He classified human beings into two dimensions, extrovert and introvert. Extrovert are those people who is very social, friendly and deals with people intelligently. Introvert are those who avoids people and enjoys being alone. Next is Freud's typology. He divided into three categories: oral erotic type, where child gets pleasure in mouth by sucking, biting or putting everything in the mouth. Second is the anal type, where the child gets pleasure in anal activities. And then phallic type, which shows self-love, attention seeker, etc. Next is the trait theory. Hope you are enjoying this video. If you are really enjoying this, please subscribe this channel because it takes a lot of effort from our side to make a single video. Now, trait means a unique character of an individual that defines his behavior. First is Allport's classification. His categories are cardinal, central and secondary dispositions. Cardinal is the dominant trait which shapes the behavior of an individual. For example, sense of achievement. Central traits are less pervasive and refer to general characteristics of an individual, like honesty, kindness, etc. Secondary dispositions are specific traits which can be seen at a particular situation, like shyness, attitude, anxiety. Next is Cattell's classification. Cattell identified 16 personality factors from all these four categories. First is common trait. Traits which are widely distributed amongst all groups, example, honesty, cooperation, etc. Then unique traits. Unique traits are traits which are possessed by a particular individual and varies from person to person, like caring, humble, active, generous, etc. Next is surface trait, which are easily identified by people, like curiosity, honesty, integrity, etc. And the last one is source trait. These traits determine the behavior of an individual, like dominance, being emotional, etc. And the last one is Eysenck's classification. He classified into three dimensions: introversion versus extroversion, normality versus neuroticism. Neuroticism means more likely than average to be moody. You experience anxiety, worry, fear, guilt, etc. means you are not in stable mood. Means normality means you are in the normal mood, and neuroticism means you are in the excited mood or you are in a worried state, fear, guilt. Next comes psychoticism. Psychoticism characterizes aggressiveness or interpersonal hostility. Next here comes the psychoanalytic theory. First is Freud's classification. Id, ego and superego. The id operates on pleasure level and does not differentiate between good and bad. Next is ego. It operates in the principle of reality and operates with the things in the environment. It can be said that ego is an organized part of id. And then the last is superego. It incorporates the values and morals of the society which are learned from parents and others. Also remember that Freud proposed two instincts, eros and thanatos. Eros is love and life, thanatos is death instinct. Next comes the Jung's typology. He gave three elements, the conscious ego, the personal unconsciousness, and the collective unconsciousness. The conscious ego resembles the sense of being, which includes conscious aspects, thinking, feeling, and intuition. The personal unconsciousness consists of suppressed experience of an individual. The collective unconsciousness means the part which has never been conscious. Next comes Kurt Levin's field theory. In this diagram, you can see the life space. This is the life space. It represents the environment of an individual. It determines behavior at a particular time. Here P represents the person. First, a driving force urges a person to do a work. You can say motivation also. Then a barrier comes. This is the barrier. And then opposite retarding force acts, which offers resistance to reach the required goal. Hence, Kurt Lewin gave the concept of field theory, where behavior of an individual, B stands for behavior of an individual, is the function of person and environment. This is person, P stands for person and environment. Next comes the MCQs. First question is, personality is the dynamic organization within the individual of those psychophysical systems that determine the unique adjustment to his environment. The definition was given by options M.L. Munn, S. Freud, G.W. Allport, J.E. Dashiell, and the answer is G.W. Allport. Next, according to Dash, id, ego and superego are the three components of personality. Options Bandura, Jung, Adler, Freud. And just now we got answer is Freud. Next question. Which of the following is not a projective test of personality? Options Rorschach-Inglot test, TAT, it is thematic apperception test, then word association test, and 16 personality factor test. And the answer is 16 PF test. It was given by Cattell. Next, Dash gave the concept of collective unconscious. Options Jung, Freud, Adler, Sullivan. And the answer is Jung. Next, what is the number of personality traits analyzed by Cattell? Options 13, 15, 16, 14. And the answer is 16. Next, Murray created the history by constructing a test. What is that? Options Inglot test, sentence completion test, thematic apperception test, rating scale. And the answer is thematic apperception test. Remember, it was created by Murray. Next, the personal factors which affect learning are Options: mass media, peer group, teachers, maturation and age. And the answer is maturation and age. Next question. In personality as well as intelligence, heredity plays options: a nominal role, a great role, unpredictable role, fascinating role. And the answer is a nominal role. Next question. Which of the following is the storehouse of our unfulfilled desires? Options: id, ego, superego, both A and B. And the answer is id. Next question. Children's apperception test was designed for children between ages 3 and 10. The cat card substitute. Options: non-living objects for living objects, animals for people, females for males, children for adults. And the answer is animals for people. This is the end of the video. So keep watching and subscribe this channel. Thank you.